What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out in Mabank, Texas. You guys remember I did the dirt work out here, showed you guys this site work that we were doing out here. Well, as you can see now, we got foundation poured, steel framing done, and we just had the guys here over the weekend to put this beautiful roof on. It's looking really, really sharp. We got this darker colored black roof here as well for contrast. It's just a beautiful setup. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of our hybrid steel frame layout, the way that it works. Hope you enjoy this video. Let's get it going. This right here is going to be the entrance for the main living area. And I will say this, if you guys can guess which build that this Barndominium is inspired by, I'll send you a free hat. If you can put it in the comments below. Just one person, put it in the comments below. You just get one chance. Okay, as we come inside, this is going to be a wraparound porch going all the way around. And this will open up into the main living area. You can see we've got a lot of vault here. There will be some bedrooms here on this side, or the master bedroom, I believe, here on this side. And then we'll have the living room here. Kitchen will be back here. We will have up above, we'll have some windows that are in this little interstitial spot between the porch and the upper area. That will bring in some of that natural light into this main living room. This will be more of a split design. So we've got the master suite back here on this side. I'm standing kind of in the place where the kitchen will be. But like I said, there's a porch that flows all the way around. That's really, really nice whenever you're trying to just have that added protection like around your windows, but it keeps the heat as well off of all of that. As you can see on a day like this, there's no sunshine coming in, and we've got all of that open up there above over those gable areas. So that's the amount of protection you're gonna get. Feels really, really good. We will have a couple more bedrooms, I believe, back here. You can kind of see the basis of how we do this for our hybrid steel frame. Right now, you can see I've got these vertical beams that run up, that catch my main support for the roof lines. And we've got our standard purlins that run across the top. And I've showed you guys this before, but I want to kind of give you an idea. Now, we normally keep this beam is like a 4x12 inch I-beam. And we normally keep this like this because this is going to be buried in the wall. So we keep the steel a little bit larger where we can. But where you're going to have this scenario, we use tubing. We use a little bit thicker steel here for these vertical columns. Another thing you'll see is all of this space is left open up here. Now, we will wood frame pretty much all the way up to that bottom purlin right there. So that means these porches are already done, and then the wall is going to pass that with the zip system. That will enable us to add our wall flashing later. It will come down. You can see our lip here where we got the concrete at 1.5 inches lower for the porch than we do the living areas. This is pretty common. It is an important step though of how we do it. Also, there is a purlin here which is still set where the zip can pass. They've done this to mainly add support for these porches for now. Now this is really gonna work out just right because they can add their second wood framing above this purlin if they want, or this could be cut out and they could attach this purlin right in here. So there's a little bit of coordination needs to be done there, but the only thing for adding the zip is they have to cut a slot right in here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can take you up there. So right in this spot, you can see they will slot around that weld plate, and the zip can just pass right there next to it. That does make it pretty easy for us to integrate the wood framing with the steel. Also, we will come in here and they will attach the wood framing into this steel with a high caliber shot. They will attach that all the way up and down and take it all the way up to where those beams come to an end. This is the utility area right here. This is going to flow all the way out here to this shop space. We'll have a door that comes out here. And this is a very large shop. Overall, we got almost right around 2,000 square foot of living quarters right here. We've got about 1,300 square feet of shop space. And then for the porch, I believe it's over 1,500 square foot of porch space. But look at the efforts that we've done here when it comes to our shop area. So you're used to seeing our horizontal framing, but maybe you're not used to seeing how we vertical frame this because of these windows. So I'll show you, this is the efforts we've been going through right here, just adding this extra purlin, mainly because if you understand how the steel siding works, as you put your J-trim here, we don't want that spray foam to work its way through that J-trim, creating avenues for water leaks. So this is something that we've started doing. Additionally, when we have windows up high like this, you'll see us add some zip system as well underneath those windows, but we haven't necessarily had to do that when we do this, because we're getting a very good seal with our purlin, and the spray foam is not able to push out. This is just the way we've been doing it. I will say this, because I was talking to the client about it. Easily, very easily, you could add additional decking here. This purlin sits at an 8-foot mark, so you could add plywood here. You could also add panels in here very easily, no problem. You could do metal panels as liner panels. And then this wall right here will be wood framed going all the way up. There will also be some attic space, and we're going to have stairs that leads up to an attic area over here. Now across the main part of the living room, we'll probably do some framing down a little bit over that ridge area just to make it where we can get ducting across. This is a little bit high for a single story, but they're going to have a lot of options when it comes to accessibility up over the attic areas. Does give us a lot of options. You see, we maintain this same setup around our doors. We have a similar setup here. This just gives us all that extra protection around that J-trim. The spray foam can't push it out and cause flashing detail concerns. Looking out here, you can see this is pretty common, but this is how our receiver channel lines up at the base. Instead of using just base angle, we use a full receiver channel here. The advantage here is it gives them something to screw to on the inside. Also, it gives us something to screw to on the outside at the base. You're seeing the ledge here where it steps down 1.5 inches and out. This is very important to keep like rodents and mice and all that kind of stuff, unwanted things, from being able to come up and under that panel into your area. So we have the overhangs. A lot of you guys like to see how we frame that. We have the main I-beam that runs on the top of this wall. And then we have some short weld plates that go attached to that, which we weld this receiver channel onto the outside. And then over here, you'll see at the main vertical support posts, we do the same thing, and then we'll run a purlin down and tie those in, creating that space. Isn't this a lot of porch space? This is a lot of porch. 1,500 square foot of porches. I mean, it goes and it goes. Let's see, I believe they already have water out on site. Yep. And we got all this water is ready to roll. We got electrical out here already. But this is the main part of the steel structure that you're seeing. The guys were out putting the roof on this weekend. We had them over here putting the roof on. And it's a very large spread, but the advantage here is us being able to do all our wood framing and all that under this main space. It's gonna be a heck of a build. You guys are not gonna wanna miss it. Stay tuned, because we got a lot more updates to do on this build. So one other thing that I'll show you guys about this. Now you'll notice that on the outside of this receiver channel right here, I do not have a closure strip right there, but I do have one inside. So this is a detail right here that's important to us, because this right here is outside of my envelope. This is where my envelope actually starts. So this is why it's important to have these closures right here. This is mainly just to keep spray foam from flowing out of this area, and it keeps it nice and secure as we are coming in with our envelope. So we actually do that all the way down, even into the living areas as well. All right, well, that is all I have for you guys on this quick little update for our Mabank Barndominium. We got a lot more to come here. Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this build, and then if you can guess which one this barndo is inspired by, I'll send you a hat. Anyhow, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We've got a lot more coming. If you're interested in maybe a layout like this or more options for plans, check it out at bestbarndoplans.com. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas Best.